You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Friday the 12th of September 2025. It is 84 days after the summer solstice. It is 10 days before the fall equinox. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 26th day of Fructidor, the day of the Bigarade, the bitter orange. The sun rises today at 6:34 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:52 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:09 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 7:37 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 8:09 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 39 seconds shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waning gibbous phase and is 70% full at midday. The third quarter will arrive on Sunday, the 14th of September. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 2:17 a.m., 1 meter 55. In the morning, low tide, 8:11 a.m., 9 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 2:38 p.m., 1 meter 83. In the evening, low tide, 8:57 p.m., 6 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, the purple coneflowers are now spent, their leaves shriveled and fallen, leaving deep brown globes of seed behind. But the goldenrods, or solidago, are now in full bloom. The pollinators are enjoying a fine September feast. Contrary to popular lore, goldenrods are not the source of allergens. Their sticky pollen doesn't become airborne, unlike the ragweed, which is blooming at the same time. The bright yellow native blooms are the symbol of this liminal time as summer passes into fall. Enjoy them while they last. Commemorations. Origin stories. A war, a battle, and a very, very long run. Today is the traditional date of the Battle of Marathon in 490 BCE. Athens was at war with the invading Persians under Darius I. At Marathon, they won a resounding victory over the Persians. According to the story, as the Athenians were on the verge of defeating the invaders, a Persian ship off the coast of Marathon turned and sailed toward Athens around the tip of the Attic Peninsula. A brave messenger named Pheidippides left the battlefield to run across the peninsula to inform the Athenians of their victory and also warn them of the approaching Persian ship. As he ran, he dropped his weapons and then his clothes. After he completed his grueling 25-mile run, he entered the Athenian assembly, shouted, "We won," and promptly expired. Pheidippides' run inspired Pierre de Coubertin, the founder of the modern Olympics, to institute the modern marathon race at the first modern Olympics in Athens in 1896. On this day in 1915, French forces rescued over 4,000 Armenians from Musa Dagh in Turkey. It was during the First World War, and the Armenian genocide by the Ottoman Empire was well underway. 5 French ships arrived at Musa Dagh, where the Armenians, men, women, and children, had gathered to take refuge. They were swiftly taken on board, and the ships transported them to the safety of Port Said in Egypt. Remember this act of mercy toward refugees fleeing for their lives. On this day in 1940, the Lascaux Caves were discovered by 4 French teenagers. 18-year-old Marcel Ravida was in the woods when his dog found a hole left by an uprooted tree. He ran to fetch 3 friends, Jacques Marsal, Georges Aniel, and Simon Concas. When they entered the newly opened shaft, they discovered the cave, which contained hundreds of Paleolithic wall paintings. They are thought to be about 22,000 years old. The Lascaux Caves were opened to the public after World War II in 1948. Odd national holidays. Today is honored as the Day of Conception or Procreation Day in Russia. In 2006, Vladimir Putin announced that the falling Russian birth rate was a demographic crisis, and so today in Russia, couples are encouraged to procreate. Some companies apparently even offer time off work for their employees to participate. Couples who then have a child 9 months later, on June 12th, are awarded prizes. And that is the Observatory, Friday the 12th of September, 2025.